Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Lancome Teint Ultra Wear Foundation. This is supposed to be number 1 on the charts right now, so we're going to see if it holds up to its name. You're not supposed to need a primer or anything with this foundation, or at least that's what the woman at Ulta told me, so that's what we're going to do. We're not going to use any primer, and she also said that it has buildable coverage. Now, she applied this on me in the store, and I will say that it oxidized a little bit. Like in the store it looked really good, and then once I left it kind of oxidized and got a little bit darker. We'll see if that happens again today, but the color match still is pretty good even after oxidizing. So what I'm going to do is one side I'm going to apply with a brush and the other side I'm going to apply with a beauty blender, and we'll see how they hold up. That's typically how I like to do a foundation review, to see how each product works with each tool. On my face right now I actually have 3 pumps of product. Like I said, it has medium coverage probably, but it's buildable. The lady said that it's a full coverage foundation, but when you have as much redness to cover up as I do, sometimes it doesn't feel like a foundation is very full coverage. So I like to use a little bit extra. I'm just going to use the beauty blender on this side and get to work. So you can see it pretty much does sink right down into the skin, and it's like a perfect match for my neck. She did a really good job matching me. I was quite impressed, especially since this is not the foundation that I had initially went there for. I was after something much more inexpensive. I was actually going to get some of the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation sticks, and she walked over and asked me if I needed help, and I told her that I needed a color match, so she color matched me to this stuff instead. And I went too far over on my forehead. That's what I get for talking. Sorry about that. And even though this stuff is like a perfect match for my neck, I'm still going to drag it down, and I'm also going to put it on my ears because they are also always very red as well. Alright, and then for the other side of my face, I'm going to take the Ulta Beauty buffing brush. It just looks like this. And I'm just going to use this to kind of swirl the foundation into my skin. And I feel like the brush is already like not doing this foundation justice. It is a very nice foundation, and this is just not covering like it did on the other side with the brush. I mean, it's not horrible, but you can still see some redness peeking through right here. So I definitely think 3 pumps was enough. However, because I used the brush, I'm going to apply a little bit more on my cheeks right here. And now I know for next time to use the beauty blender. The brush kind of sheared it out quite a bit, which is funny because a lot of people think that the beauty blender picks up all your product, but if you wet your beauty blender, it doesn't really pick up your product. It works really well for blending out your makeup. Alright, she also said you're not supposed to have to set this makeup. It's supposed to dry down to a matte finish, and you are supposed to be able to just go on throughout your day. It claims to be waterproof, transfer resistant, and up to 24-hour color and wear. I don't know why you would need to wear foundation for 24 hours, but if that's you, then this one might be the one for you. But I'm going to go ahead and apply everything else like I normally would. She also said you don't need concealer. I mean, obviously you can wear concealer, and I'm probably going to, but she said that you don't have to wear concealer with this. Like if you are running late and you just need to throw something on really quick, this is going to be good for that. Especially when you're in a hurry, and I have a 4-year-old little boy who is constantly on the go and has no desire to let me do my makeup on any given day. Like even today, this is my second time trying to film this video, and somehow we've managed to make it all the way to this point, but I'm waiting for him to come busting through my door any minute now. Jacked up my eyeshadow. And then the concealer that actually goes with this stuff, she told me that you're not supposed to need a setting powder for that either, but when I left that place, my eyes were creasing like crazy. I don't know if it's because I didn't let it dry down and I was looking around the whole time or what, but it did crease up on me. but you can see I have lots of eye wrinkles, so that's typical. Okay, I'm going to apply everything else to the rest of my face, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I have the foundation done and I have everything else on my face that I would normally do. So we're just going to go ahead and start from here and see how it goes. Currently it is 8:51 in the morning and I've had this makeup on for probably about 30 minutes now. So I'll check back in a few hours and let you see how it's doing. But as of right now, I'm loving this foundation. It is very full coverage. It's not sitting on my skin. It actually feels like it's into my skin, and it's not sticky to touch. I didn't have to set it with a powder just like the lady said. So yeah, I'll be back in a few hours to check in with you and let you know what's going on. Alright guys, so here is the first check-in of the day. I will say that I've already taken off my lipstick. That's typical Nikki fashion, as is throwing my hair up into the bun. Happens every single day. Mom bun life. Can anybody relate? It's just how it is. But the foundation seems to actually be holding up quite well. I am getting a tad bit oily around here, so the next time that I wear it, I will probably go ahead and apply some powder over those areas. But around the nose, I think it's coming off a little bit. Nothing too horrible, and I can deal with that. Glasses wearers all should know just all about that life, so I'm not really upset about that. I've had it on since around 8 o'clock and it is going on 2 o'clock now, so I think it's holding on pretty strong. That's like your typical work day would be, from like 8 o'clock to 3 or 7 to 3, somewhere in there. So I'm not too mad at it. The day would almost be over and would almost be time to take it off anyhow. I'll check in with you in a little while and let you see how it has wore for the rest of the day. Alright guys, so final check-in for this foundation. It's been on again since about 8 o'clock this morning. It is now 6 o'clock in the evening, so it is definitely time for me to go ahead and wash this off. It's time to start winding down. The day is just about over, but I wanted to let you guys see what we are looking like. So everywhere on my face is looking really good still. It stayed on quite well. My nose you have to just ignore because I do this literally all day long. My nose itches constantly. I've always had allergies, so I'm constantly doing this. So my foundation typically never stays in this area. And then around where my glasses are, it didn't hold on super good, but that's to be expected. I'm not mad about that. It did get a little bit oily around this area, but again, not anything too out of control. The next time that I wear it, I just know to set it in place with some powder. But all in all, I do give this foundation 2 thumbs up. 2 of them, not just 1, 2 of them. Price wise, again, it is quite steep. I'm still not sure if I will purchase this again. This is kind of one of those every great once in a while foundations, and I would like to say that I will be purchasing it again, and I mean, I may do it, who knows. Next time I get some money saved up, I may buy some more, or I may totally buy a different brand altogether. That's something that I really do enjoy doing, is just trying out new brands and new products from different brands. So that'll probably be the next thing that I do. But I do really enjoy this foundation. It matched my neck quite well, to be perfectly honest with you. So that's all I had to say about this one. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and always be you.